This week's tip, next slide, please. This week's tip is to build a connection with the people you're doing business with. So when I sold new homes, we had a fantastic sales manager. And I remember one of the things she trained all the salespeople to do was when we're in the model home and a family comes in, you have buyers, adults, and oftentimes they have kids with them or they have other family members with them. And what she trained us to do was about the importance of acknowledging everybody that comes in through the door. So say hi to the kids, talk to the kids, say hi to the family members that may be with them, or if they bring friends with them, talk to everybody. And it helps to build a better connection. You also, obviously you want to know who the decision maker is, who's going to be spending the money, who's actually buying the house, and you'll have a different conversation with them, obviously, than you would with the kids or the other family members or friends. But it will endure you to them more when you're showing respect and like and acknowledgement to the people they love and care about. So I was reminded about this Sunday, showing homes in Leander. I was meeting my client at a house, and he showed up with about 8 people. He had his adult daughter. She was with her husband and 2 of their kids, and I had helped them buy a house in 2019. He also had his 2 young sons with them that I'm just getting to know. It seemed like a couple other babies and people, but it was a lot of fun. So I spent a lot of time talking to all of them and kind of, you touch the baby's arm. Oh, you have a cute baby. Ask the little kids some questions, and just kind of become a part of the family in a way. And it will help ensure that you have that connection with them moving forward. I think when you can kind of whittle your way into a family like that and get to know them and remember their names and ask about them, it has so much more power than a buy a rep agreement. We went under contract, so hopefully that goes through and closes. But if not, we have a better chance of finding something else and continuing to do that business. So again, build connections with the people you're doing business with. That same contract is with Austin Title in Georgetown. The buyers in Lampasas. He doesn't email. He doesn't do anything really online. I got to get the option and the earnest to Austin Title to Georgetown, and I really don't want to drive to Lampasas today. So I called first Ashley to see if the courier went to Lampasas, because I know her and I know she would answer the phone and help me out more than somebody I don't know, I don't have a connection with in Georgetown. The courier doesn't go to Lampasas, so I called Georgetown, Austin Title, and the lady that answered the phone, she doesn't know me. And so I let her know, hey, I do a lot of business and interaction with Austin Title, and Jenny Newman comes to our office and does classes, and I worked with Sandy Gillis before she retired, and Ashley. And so the lady on the phone, you could just feel her light up, and she's like, oh, how can we help your client? How can we make this happen? She's like, just give me his number. I'll call him and we'll work something out. And so she already called me and they figured it out. So building that connection is already helping this transaction. And I don't have to go to Lampasas today. So build a connection with your clients, with their families. And anytime you have the opportunity, when you're talking to anybody in the deal, because we are salespeople, it could be the title, it could be the lender, build a connection. I emailed the lender the contract today, and in that email, let them know that I've worked with this family for years. So has this lender. So now we have more of a connection, because you never know when something's going to come up in a deal, and you need that person to go that extra mile for you, or to do a little bit more work for you than they would with somebody they don't know. So tip of the day today is to build those connections with everybody you're doing business with.
Questions for Jason?
I don't have a question, but I can add on to that one. I used to do lots of open houses, and and like building connection. I would talk to each one who walks into the door, in my family. So there was, when the parents were choosing on homes that they saw that day, so they called me and they told me that our kids chose this home because they said we would like to go with the home that nice lady talked to us and she gave us cookies also. So that really works. Yeah.
And do tell them how you build connections with on-site new home agents.
Oh, the salespeople, the sales rep, the builders. Oh, I basically go any day when I'm free. I just take coffees. I just call them, which coffee they like. And sometimes I take them round dog donuts just because I have some time. So I just, take that time to build that connection by some coffee, talk to them and share some views and, also ask them how the market is going and what they're going through and, and also share a few things that I'm going through. So, it's just connection, asking them and telling them about me and taking a cup of coffee for them. Nothing
And my
much.
memory of that is a couple of them would call you when something came back on the market before they released
Yes,
the rest of the world.
exactly. Because that is something I would always mention them. Hey, any broken contract, I have the buyers. Please contact me, the first person that you have any contract that's broken. Because that's something people are looking for. Those are the inventories that people are really keen on buying. So
Kindness goes a long ways in
it does.
sales. I think that's what
It does.
Jason and you are saying. Get to know people, help people, be kind to them, and they'll be kind in return.